So the key points from the last episode was that after kidnapping Gene and deciding that they wanted him to get back into acting, Barry finally got him a role in his show and felt that he had started to repay him after the evil deeds he had done against him. Sally was very nervous for a press conference, and you had Hank, who broke up with Christabel after the latter decided that it was too dangerous for them to be together. Now in this episode, which I feel is the weakest episode yet, you see a more building up to maybe a big happening that's eventually gonna hit us in one of the next few episodes. However, of course there are some highlights, but the episode really don't take off before Barry is on set with Gene, and he punches him in the face and leaves shouting, "Stay away from my family." Because right before this, Barry's honesty about the murder of his wife really hits him in the head. He revealed the details about it, and Gene realized that if he hadn't repeated exact same words that Barry said in his war monologue about being a Marine and killing people, she might have been alive, which Barry is quick to deny in his own desperate fashion. Now Barry again seemed just as depressed as he was in the first episode when he was looking for a hitman job. Strangely enough, Hank, who always gives people a second chance, wants to hire him to blow up the house of the Bolivian boss who had been causing problems for them. When they arrived and try to hit the heroin plant, of course his crew don't know that he cares about Christabel, and that is what's behind his reluctance to kill him, which is much in the same way that Gene doesn't know about Barry's previous close relationship with the Raven, who trained him how to be a hitman. He is a nobody, seems to be the theme of the episode. I gotta say, though, that the telephone call between Barry and Fuches is probably the most funny part of this episode, because it really shows their awkward relationship in a pitch-perfect way. Barry says that him and his previous acting teacher are fine, but as it seems when Fuches say, "You destroyed this man's life," that his plan had been working when he revealed that Barry was the one that murdered his wife in the season 2 final episode. As you see, forgiveness can't be bought. It has to be earned. And while Barry tries hard to get someone, just one line at a show is hardly enough. Of course, you could clearly read the room that there was a very uncomfortable situation for Gene already at the start of the episode. His body language just shouts, "I don't want to be here," and that he just had been given one line. You could absolutely see the frustration attached to that. I mean, it's just one line. "I accept your apology." And that the show is centered around his wife being dead also seems way too personal, so that might also be a reason for his outburst. Whether Barry will try to find him again remains to be seen, but he can't have him contacting the police, so I suspect that they might go after him again. You also have Sally at the press conference just being asked the same questions over and over again, and it's not really an important part of the episode. But when Fuchs' new lady friend tells that kind of boring fable story at the end of the episode, you do get ideas in his head about a revenge on Barry. That Barry and Hank's storyline seems to cross again, despite that it's a crazy twist, do seem really interesting. It kinda also shows, no matter how hard you try to shake off your psycho killer hitman ways, it also stays with you. It will always stay with you. I mean, Barry tries to be an actor, but always seems to fall back into old ways and habits. But again, when Barry and Hank was central in the same storyline, you had some crazy episodes, like the monastery shooting, or when he got Barry to train his crew into becoming masters of the hitman arts. Those episodes were some of the best in the show. So I really like this developing, and it will be exciting to see where this leads us next. Now, if you have watched the episode, please give your comment below and maybe we can discuss it.